How's it, race fans? You got FRB coming to you live from the 805. I'm Chris Paul Hamus, and welcome to Front Row Esports 2025 Cup Run. And we are in the round of 12, about ready to get her done for the season. And again, the quest for the cup is in full swing, and we got all kinds of strength and speed ahead of us here as we are at Kansas here this evening. I'd like to thank everybody for jumping on board and checking out tonight's race. Of course, all this brought to you by Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink. We got Raptor Race Graphics, Outlier Speed Company, and of course, brought to you by the Stars and Starlink. So we have all this awesome picture. Appreciate them. Get it out there for everyone to see. But again, we're about ready to kick it off here in Kansas. We have a few technical difficulties here in the booth, so my cameras are down this evening amongst with other things, but we are able to just scratch it out and iron it out, get us all ready to go. So let's get into the nuts and bolts as we are in the qualifying efforts for tonight's race. We'll kind of skip on through it and get on in it. All right, let's go to, of course, the track located 400 Speedway Boulevard, Kansas City, Kansas. Opened up June 2nd, 2001. Track 1.5 asphalt tri-oval in this matter. We're looking at turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4, all mirroring each other at a 17 to 20 degree progressive. 5 degrees on that back stretch and 10 degrees on that front stretch. Again, we're going to be looking for turns 2 and 4, or sorry, exits of turn 3 and exits of turn, exit of turn 2, exit of turn 4. Those are going to be critical on getting that power to stick and making sure that we are not, overdriving these cars and stepping them out. But let's see what the boys have against us tonight. Now, we did have a little bit of an adjustment this evening on tonight's race. It will be 180 laps, so check that in tonight's deal. So stage 3 will be 90 laps. But we got stage 1 at lap 35, stage 2 at lap 90. And again, 90 laps for that final stage run here. And let's look at our format for this evening. See what these boys have in the haulers or bring it from their haulers. We got an open setup to run style of the field. We got one backup car in a hauler, 4 sets of tires. We got fuel allocated 100%. We got 60 to 65 laps in for that fuel ratio. We're gonna be looking at our points this evening. Banks is up there, but he got a little dilemma here. We'll get over that later. Carroll, Garrett, Kyle Wellman, Tanner Marr, Steve Johnson, Larry Bell, and Hunter Bogdan. That's your 8. But you look at that in the red: Tom, Hunter Lagunas, Mark Miller, and of course we got Carl Lindstrom rounding out that bottom 12. This is very critical. Got one more race until the final cutoff, so they need a good run tonight to get them back up in that green areas. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like we are about ready to kick this thing off, so we're going to jump over into stage 1 without further adu. So we got stage 1 green flag up next. You got it. Race fans, welcome on in. I got Chris Paul Hamus here with FRB, your lunatic in the booth. We got Front Row Esports ready to get the green flag for Kansas. And we got sitting on point on pole this evening, Mr. Ronnie Morrison in that 69er machine. Oh, fantastic. Great thing for that. Looks like we are going to be rolling out here and getting up to it. So let's get through this lineup quickly here. Kyle Wellman in that 2nd position. In that 42, Chris Mackey in the 9 car. He's going to be in that 3rd position. Tom Freitas, the good start charge, 32. 4th position, good starting position for hip hop best so far. Hunter Bogdan is going to be that 5th position. We got 6th position. Going to go to J.R. Scromber. And then it's the 8th position will be Chummy Miller in the 8 car. We have Donnie Honeycutt is going to be in that 10th position. Well, Matt Metler's in that 9th position. Sorry, we got guys flipping around on me right now. Steve Johnson is going to be that 11th, 12th position, along with Tyler Honeycutt. Going to be cruising toward the rear of the field. And we got Tyler Hunter, Raven Hardina, and Matt Jones just dropping in late as we are about ready to take the green in tonight's race. So let's get on over to it. and see if we can get our cameras mashed around as we get ready to take the green flag in tonight's race.
Green flag, green flag.
Green all kinds. Ronnie Morrison going to be leading the charge. We're going to take the green for Kansas. All right, great jump for Ronnie Morrison as he is going to lurch out in front of the field. Chris Mackey, he's going to get himself a good aggressive start there and get up in that second position. Kyle Wellman third. We got Tanner Marr in that fourth position. Tom Freitas, he's going to go side by side with the 13 at J.R. Scrumber. Good to see him back as we have the 86 at Hunter Bogdan, Matt Metler, everyone side by side. And then trying to get to the field. Here's going to be Steve Johnson for the rear of the field. But lots of maneuvering going back here. Oh, my goodness, real close up to that 8 car of Chummy Miller, Matt Metler. Those guys almost tangoing first lap. But right now we're going to go single file with the EA car, or with the 69er car of Ronnie Morrison leading the way. Here we're going to go lap 2. And remember, we're up to full song as these cars are singing right now. I'm going to check all my programs, make sure that we are squared away here in the booth coming into our lap 3. And again, this has been a historically good race for Front Row Esports as opposed to last year. We only had one minor caution, but this is a green flag, short, shoot and scoots style of go fast here in tonight's program as we're looking at Garrett Wiles in a 9.26. Going to start for the rear of the field, kind of marching his way. He's got company, big company. Tyler Hunter on the outside in the 84. Comes roaring by on the outside, finding himself some good go fast and finding it. We're going to check back in with our race leader and get on to Chris Mackey as he is starting the charge and closing in on the 69er of Ronnie Morrison. See what kind of company he has. No, he has gap third spot, which is going to be Kyle Wellman and Tanner Marr back there kind of lining up. And then he also looks like they got J.R. Strauber, who's going to be following in with them. So single file here with those guys right behind. As we're on board with Chris Mackey and that TSP machine, trying to sort it out and get a hold of that 69er. But right now he is in the wake of the 69er, and the clean air is king for sure here at these mile-and-a-halfers, and especially at Kansas. So we're still going to be lined up tough. We have Kyle Wellman, Tanner Marr, kind of got a small group here, little 3 horsemen, if you will. And they're going to try to giddy up and with the Kyle Wellman, Wildman Wellman leading the way of that. And now they're starting to close in on the 9 car of Chris Mackey. Chris Mackey falling off pace ever so slightly, so he may be gobbled up here in just a moment's notice here as we got some battling underway between the 32 of Tom falling back 3 positions now, a little off the charge as he's going to need to get back up on that wheel and sorting out his car right now. Seems to be really stoked with his program in earlier practice throughout the week, so we're going to see hopefully see a lot out of that 32 of Tom Freitas here. As we still got the 69er Ronnie Morrison leading the way, but Chris Mackey about ready to be under attack as they are closing in quick. Make sure we got some proper volume levels here as, they are got Kyle Wellman there. He is incoming. Figuring out this midline run. And starting to gain here. Just got to lurk back through the field here as we got some side-by-side action with Steve Johnson. As Johnson here, man, he is again starting from the back of the pack and starting to march his way forward here. But he's remained from where he started, 11th position, as some of these guys are again got some pretty fast race cars here. I'm going to try to put it to use. So far, we're going to go single file out, and now it's going to be about just tire management. Not really conservative here. It's a short shoot and scoot run. We're going to be done with this one at lap 35. So you can kind of lay it out there and see what she's going to have for us. As we got a possible race for the lead, Mackey gets himself a phenomenal run here. Mackey on the inside. Going to go side by side with the race leader. Possible new leader coming out. Oh my goodness, and there goes Ronnie Morrison sideways though. He recovers, regroups, and he's going to lose a lead for sure, plus a tremendous amount of positions. He might land somewhere back in the back 10 here as he is still falling. But new race leader, Chris Mackey,
large and in charge of tonight's race. Looking back on him, and you got Tanner Marr, who will be approaching here shortly. You're going to try to narrow it down at least. And he's got it. Wellman looked like he may have fell off ever so slightly with J.R. Scrummer. Now it's going to be interesting to see who's going to have the short run versus long run speed, and being a limited style of field this evening, I'm guessing, and I'm hoping we're going to have long green flag runs here. So that race, the race pace is what's really going to show. You know, that time on track, not just let's go hammer down, go get some to that next caution. Ain't going to be that way. It's going to be about taking care of those tires and making sure you're gung-ho at the end of this thing. Here's the one car looking underneath the 8 car of Chummy Miller. Chummy Miller rotating on the outside. Got the 79 of Matt Metler right behind him. Oh, close to the wall there, trying to keep her off. But the one car now is going to try making some moves on the bottom. We have some highlight running, getting done by the 86 of Hunter Bogdan in the side-by-side run with the 69 of Ronnie Morrison. Morrison kind of recovering from losing the race lead and losing a tremendous amount of positions as he kind of settles and, you know, falls back into place from that 8th, 9th position right now, and as he's under attack by the 86 and 86 of Hunter Bogdan, loses it and smashes into another car as he comes out of 4. We were worried about that as well. So here we go. Hunter Bogdan high to the outside. He's going to lose the tail end of this car right here. She's going to get a little wobbly on exit, and then it's going to step out. Drives down into the door of the 8. 8 should be okay. It was just in the door, so, you know, quick little patch there, no big deals. But 86 should be able to recover from this as well, but he's going to need to tighten that car or change his line and stay out of the that top high groove. But right now we do have Mackey rolling it up and slowing it up, trying to find that pace car as we are cautioned up for the first time in tonight's race. So caution number 1. Now again, last year we had ourselves a pretty phenomenal run here. So, you know, maybe this was just kind of getting it out the way, and we're going to see ourselves a fast haul-it program about ready to be unleashed by these drivers. Mackey now out in front, but we are, what laps are we in one more time? Hold on. So 14 laps. I don't see any kind of pit strategies. We only got 20 laps left. They're going to have less. They're going to be inside the 20 for their run in stage 1. I'm imagining everyone's going to be, you know, staying out here, and you know, kind of, except for those cars, of course, need to get some damage fixed. Oh, we do have some takers though. Wellman, he's going to take her on in. Garrett, Tom. So a bunch of these guys, early stops here. So could this just be slash and goes, a little bit of an adjustment? Are we going to take some tires? Really curious to see how we're going to manhandle this race tonight, due to the fact that we're only 15 laps into it, 14 laps into this thing on green. So let's look for 69er Ronnie Morrison, see if he's going to take some tires. He is. He's going to take tires. We got a lot of these guys. Yep, we got a bunch of tires. Which car is going up here? So they're going to take some 4 and, you know, see where this gets them here. So this will limit their options later on in the run in tonight's race, but taking tires early, I don't know if that's quite the best call, but, you know, some of the other guys who, like the 69er, he was, you know, slideways and everything, maybe need an adjustment. But Bogdan, he's getting some damage fixed. Absolutely. We've seen him, you know, all kinds out of shape. But it's going to leave Mackey leading the way here. We're going to go 1 to go. And get us back green again one more time. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to double check my program tickets for a quick break. Be back here to go fast one more time here in stage 3. Just a moment.
It's time. Rise, Lord Vader.
I feel their whispers.
Anakin, breaking my heart.
What I is gone. What I am to its knees.
You were never true.
once I am more than I ever was. Live or die.
Long live Empire.
Lord Vader is a weapon, but
Well, that one isn't cooperating. Welcome on back, everybody. We thought we was bring it back early here. Again, like I said, I had some technical difficulties earlier. Lost my cameras, lost the intro, lost a bunch of stuff. And I had to piece it back together and throw it together just in time. But we're going to go green once again here. This time we have the 9 car and the 4 car side by side. Now he's going to get himself the jump on the 4. The 84 of Tyler Hunter is now going to find himself into that second position as we're going to get some go fast in us here, get through these gears, and see if we can spool them up. Got a nice cluster going on here. Look at this. The 42, the 22. Everyone trying to get these quickened positions here. The 926 Garrett Wells and the 32 of Tom. These guys are working these outside lines, and these bottom lines getting jammed up here, looking for some maneuvering and not getting the air to the car that they need. This guy's going to be very upset for a minute here as these tires are going to cycle through. Now, these guys are on some fresh tires back here. We got the 1 car of Johnson sideways here, and he's trying to gather it up. He does. Gathers it up, saves it. He was super high to the outside line, and that's going to, woe and slow his efforts up this evening. But he'll tighten it up, get back into the program. So far, we have Chris Mackey leading the way, Tyler Hunter in that second position, and then a cluster, what's for that, looks like 4th, 5th position. Kyle Wellman going to go side by side with the 13. 13 now, taking the high line, but the 42 is going to get himself a good drive off here, get in front, power in front, and that's exactly what he needed to do. Power out in front of these guys, get himself some of that cleaner air and get away from the side-by-side. As you find J.R. Scrubber in that 13 car. He's sideways, and he goes. Contact, big contact. Second caution of tonight. Oh, man, so much for the 1 caution, and we're done with that in the night's race. So we're going to look back over this, back into replay here. 13. Maybe struggling on this midline out here. Here comes a 926. He's got himself a good closing ratio. Going to take the air off the back of the 13. Absolutely, it's all he does. That 13 just steps out, and then the 32 just can't get quite woed and slowed in time, and go ahead and finishes him off there. Spins him around. He's going to be able to lock it down. They'll stay out, but there's a little bit of contact. The 32 now. He's going to go slideways here, try to recover. He does. Brings it down to the bottom, so he's going to save his car, but doesn't look like any damage there. Oh, yeah, he does. He got some nose damage, so he's going to have to go and get that fixed. So he's a little bit harder lick to the 32 than we thought. Mackey leading the way. It looks like he's woeing and slowing for that pace car as we're going to try to get caught up here. And I guess we'll take ourselves one more break as everyone's trying to catch the pace car, catch the field, as that was a quick caution to barely getting back up to speed. Be back here in just a moment.
We all like going back in time and imagining how things could have gone differently. Like, what if I made different choices? Would I have ended up here?
And still no leads on the whereabouts of the escaped, known as the Roof Man.
I was never very good at life.
Good morning, team.
Oh, no. Don't be scared. I was not good at hurting people.
Dwayne, get your coat.
I don't have one.
Are you serious?
Here. I've seen things. Systems and routines.
A manhunt tonight, escaped prisoner.
Find a hide for a few months.
He's a very smart individual, super intelligent.
You're just the man I want to see.
You like peanut M&Ms, right?
We're missing a lot. Idea why?
I just thought, there got to be a hiding somewhere.
I wanted to invite you to my toy drive.
All toys here, we don't
Give him away.
I would like to introduce you to someone who made a generous toy donation.
So kind of you.
So, John, I understand you work for the government.
A little classified, so.
I never intelligence here in Charlotte.
That's
The roof man may stick.
what the? Oh my God!
You got your passport? Tonight, just they all have.
This all the time.
What's going on?
You want to be, Jeff?
I need you to take the ink.
All right, race fans, welcome back. Chris Bonds here, back again with FRB and Front Row Esports. In their run here at Kansas, we're 2 cautions up here in stage 1 already. Very disconcerting, as we're going to try the green flag one more time. And oh my gosh, what a check up did we have there with the 9, and I believe, oh, that's going to just go side by side. This is not looking good. This is not looking good one little bit. Got the 84, Tyler Hunter. He's going to go way high to the outside. Be careful out there, my man. She be a slippery. As he's going to get some momentum here. Chris Mackey's going to clear. We see a quick bump start there, if you will, to Mackey. Probably lost his bite on his tires on launch, and it really stalled up the rest of the field. So now we're going to go side by side. Throughout the pack here, we have Kyle Wellman in the 42, Hunter against Tanner Marr. Tanner Marr on the bottom now. Oh, get it! A little pressure. Pressure is on and starting to boil here for the second position, as you got Wildman Wellman here in that second position. He's looking, or in that fourth position. Oh, the 4-car loose off! Oh,
Yellow flag.
and we got, what? Oh my goodness. All right, so looks like we have another caution. Let's look it over first. 13, 86 is sideways, so that's going to be on the 86, and then the 32 is going to get into that one as well. So let's back her on up, as the 86 of Hunter Bogdan is going to be slapping some fence on exit. Slows him up. Now he's going to sail it in outside. And then there he goes. Just comes around on him. He locks it down, gets a hold of the 13, the 32. Gosh, man. Dude, we have like 15 cars out here. What the hell? Seriously. I mean, back under caution once again in stage 1. So this is little ridiculous here. Tighten it up, boys. Give some space, give some room. I mean, we got an entire race to run here, and we're now 3 cautions deep in what, the first, I don't even know, man. Yeah, 25 laps, 20 laps, man. We had to shoot. Come on, try to get some racing in here. So now some guys are gonna have to pull out some backup cars in stage 1, which is not looking pretty now, because due to the fact, again, we're trying to look to have all these guys finish this race here on that lead lap would be preferable. But right now, Mackey leading the way here as we're stalled up and cautioned up once again here in stage 1. And this is disconcerting, and is what it is. Well, let's go over a few housekeeping issues, if you will. Not issues, but some housekeeping stuff we can look over here. As opposed to, all right, so on our stages this evening, so we are looking at 180 laps, thank goodness now, right? Stage 1 is going to be ending that lap, 35, so that's, coming up here shortly, and we'll be cautioning up again. Stage 2, lap 90 into that one. Stage 3 will be 90 laps, so go ahead and note that. It'll be a 90 lap run for stage 1 or stage 3 to finish this thing out. So for on our format wise, you're going to be looking at 60 to 65 laps for that pit window. So if it does go green, we will see it stay green. If we do see it stay green for stage 3, there's going to be some good options there. You can pit a little early and get the most of your tires on both ends, both sets. So, keep them fresh. You can do that. Run them late, and have all kinds of fresh at the end. That's a good possibility as well. So get some options to run here. And who knows, maybe someone might try the whole 2-tire stop thing and, be able to crank some good times, having some clean air, I don't know. There's, like I said, a lot of different things that can be accomplished here in that final run. So we hopefully still got everybody in this thing. A couple of these guys are going to have to start from the rear of the field, like that 32 of Tom. Tyler Honeycutt. These guys can fight it pretty tough right now, tooth and nail style of a thing. But we're going to try to go green one more time. Please, let's see it.
Green, green, green.
All right, we go. See if we can keep it spooled up here. So we're still side by side. Good launch by Mackey. Duck, everybody. I always love that one. Ooh, no. All right. We're moving. And as we're moving, we got a side-by-side battle of the 69 of Ronnie Morrison and the 4-car of Tanner Barr. We got the 1-car sideways. Hold on to it, Johnson. He does, though. Holy hell, what the hell just happened with him as he steps her out one more time? I know that could be a product of tight cars there, taking some air off like we've seen with the 86 of Bogdan, but everyone's going to be spooling it back up once again. You got 5 laps left remaining of stage 1. Can they keep it together, As we got more battle that happened, and oh, no. Whoa, the 9-car. Chris Mackey just loses a race lead. Something happens here as he was just stretched the thing out. He's going to give the race lead over to the 42 of Kyle Wellman. The Hunter, Tyler Hunter in the 84, second position. Garrett Wiles in a 926 now in that third spot, lining them up as, whoa, we're going to back that up here in just a second as soon as I can find it and see where things went wrong for the 9-car. As soon as we find him, of course. But Mackey, though, he just stepped out from him, and he went to the back of the pack here. Let's see what we have here. Think we might have missed it. Oh, we did. Hold on, I'm going to wind it real quick to see exactly what happened with that 9-car. So here's a 9. So he lost the bite there, and the 84 is going to come underneath him, and he's going to open the door for the 42. 42 is going to jump on it here. Oh, 9-car is going to fight back. Then he's possibly going to get a little loose here. A little loose. Oh no, 3 wide for the race lead. Yeah, that's where he shoots out. That's where that's where we catch up there. All right. So that's where we catch up. So Wellman took great advantage there of that one. Got underneath him. 926 Garrett Wiles. He's going to get to that second position. 84 of Hunter. Ronnie Morrison. And now the 45 of Donnie Honeycutt. Welcome back. Oh, Donnie. Heck yeah, my man. Donnie's looking smooth out here, too. Good exit out. Going to go side by side with the 69er, Ronnie Morrison, your pole sitter this evening, as it looks like he's finding himself a little bit of an ill-handling race car in the beginning of this thing. And he's still falling back ever so slightly, but trying to right the boat here, right the ship, is going to be that 9-car, Chris Mackey. Mackey now back into that 6th position and under fire once again by Tyler Honeycutt. Honeycutt got a good line off here But we're going to be going into end of stage one. Last lap for stage one. Kyle Wellman leading the way. Garrett Wiles in that 926. He freaked in that second position. Oh, man, that was close. He got a piece of the wall. Just ever so kiss-like, you know. But we got Tyler Hunter in that third position right now as we're going to come across the line here for the end of stage one.
Caution, yellow flag.
Not Doozer. Stage one and one is done. Had me worried there for a minute. But we got Kyle Wellman. He leading the way. We'll go through the top 10 and let these boys figure out what they're going to do for the pit strategies. Kyle Wellman in that winning stage one. Second position to go to the 926, Garrett Wiles. In the third position, Tyler Hunter in the 84. Good job, Tyler. Donnie Honeycutt, rock and roll, my man. Donnie Honeycutt in the 45, fourth position. Round out your top five is going to be the 69er of Ronnie Morrison. And Tyler Honeycutt, sixth position. The 22, the 9 car, Chris McAfee back to that seventh position. Eighth position, I believe, is going to be J.R. Scrumber. In the 13 car, ninth, I believe, is Tanner Marr, maybe, or Chummy Miller. Chummy Miller, yeah, there we go. We're lining it back up. So Chummy Miller gets that ninth position, and then Tom is gets that final point that is needed to keep himself hopefully in these playoffs, but. See how that all works out. Maybe it was Tanner. Well, either or. Kyle Wellman, he the winner of stage one. Okay, we were a C. There we go. All right, so, yep, looks like everyone's going to get themselves some 4 fresh field goods, hit up the tanks, all that, and we'll be back here in just a moment for the drop the green flag for stage 2.
Fragment event. Chance of survival bunker. Predicting an extinction level event. The greatest chance of survival are the bunkers in Greenland.
Everybody says this is a new normal. For those we've lost. So we're going on 5 years now, so it isn't all that new. It definitely ain't normal.
I hate this place. All right, come here.
Listen, bud, I know it's tough being stuck down here. It's too dangerous outside.
Be advised, we've got a radiation storm north of your location.
Open the door! Get it open!
Our situation is getting worse. Do we think there's anywhere that's safe from all of this?
We believe the crater walls prevent the radioactive storms from forming, making it a safe zone.
There could be breathable air, drinkable water.
It's in southern France. How exactly are we going to get there?
We can't stay here, honey. We didn't come all this way for this. I want a new beginning for our family.
Okay, the Clark crater is our best bet.
How many fragments do you think are up there?
More than I can count. It's crazy to think something so beautiful can be so deadly.
Where are we?
Everyone looks so lost.
We gotta go! Let's go, let's go!
The world is a dangerous place now.
Well, what is that? Storm?
That's not a storm.
Outside! Jump onto something!
Half of his life has been surviving. We have to get to the crater. Don't look down.
Hang on!
We're gonna keep going.
Oh my God!
I'll take care of you both till my last breath.
Green, green, green.
stance. Here we go one more time here. 86 of Hunter Bogdan now leading the way. He was sideways a little bit ago. Now he's going to lead the field off for stage 2. 926 Gerwild's trying to waste no time whatsoever. Going to jump down to his bottom and try to get this pass in. The 86 cleared as he's probably running on some older tires here. Going to hopefully hold what he can have here and try to line up as he rotates. Everyone rotates out of 4. New leader Garrett Wiles in a 926 can get that clean fresh air. Tyler Hunter going to go side by side with the 42 of Kyle Wellman. Wellman on the midline high line, get the momentum on off. He does, gets around to the outside, and that's going to put the 84 right there in that 4th position. But the 69er, Ronnie Morrison, your pole sitter, he's going to go ahead for it again. Whoa, wait a minute. Scooch on forward one more time. New leader once again. Now it's going to be the 42 of Kyle Wellman leading the way as we're going to transfer some leads back and forth this evening. 926 Garrett Wiles is going to go right back after him again. He's going to try to, he likes that clean fresh air. He gets to the bumper now. Whoa! Pushing like a dump truck, almost smacking the outside wall as the battle continues for the race lead. 926 Garrett Wiles is going to go back low again, and the 42 is going to stick to that midline and give that nose that the 92 needs to get his turn on, and he does. As we slow down, that kind of single files out as we got more battling happening here. We got the 9 car of Chris Mackey and Hunter Bogdan on the 86. They're going to log jam these guys up just ever so slightly here on some older tires. Now we got J.R. Scrumber in the 13. He's going to be marching his way up, at least working on it here, because he's got himself a lot of company right behind him. 32 of Tom Freitas in the 4 car of Tanner Marr. Both these cars look to have some good promise in their hot rods this evening, but they're stuck in traffic. And speaking of stuck in traffic, we got the 1 car and the 22. All bottled up with the 79 of Matt Metler and Donnie Honeycutt. Donnie Honeycutt got himself a 4th place finish in the stage in there, and now he's kind of rotating. Oh, there goes the 1 car once again around, and that caution going to come out here for the 1 car of Johnson as he locks it. No, maybe not. So that's weird on how that did not turn into a caution, but let's wind it back and see exactly how that went down since we are here. All right, on a replay mode now as he's going to go jump to the high to the outside. So we see the 86 of Bogdan. Oh my goodness, I don't know. That was Metler too who got it involved in that one. So it looks like he just stepped out and then he tries to save it, and he kind of gets a hold of Metler. Metler gets up against the wall. It doesn't takes a lot of damage there, but the 1 car sure did. As we're going to continue on forward. And but the caution does not come out. We're going to keep it green, and Wellman is now leading the way. But we do have Tyler Hunter in the 84 starting to reel in our race leader. Let's see if this may turn to be a new race leader here. Tyler Hunter in this 84 is looking pretty good. Solid car. Take a ride on board. There you go, getting some downforce to that nose, get some air. Got Johnson coming out of pits right now, and he does have company. The 926 he is lurking. He is there. Kind of pushed there a little bit. Looked like a car may have trucked on him. But the top 3 lined up pretty tough right now. I'm waiting for that 84 to get his run on, and it looks like he is just. He's starting to. He's building up the momentum, but as soon as he does, he gets close. Here he goes. Now you see the 926 looking to attack as well. So the 926 could be possibly smart in this matter here. Kind of sit back a bit, let these guys go side by each and slow up, and then he can do a twofer, get that clean air, and take off from these guys. And lots of abilities when these guys are going to go side by side and start getting lowered and slowed up. And of course, that's exactly what Ronnie Morrison's looking for. He wants this guy to start racing so he can catch on up to him and get back in the fight. Same thing with Chris Mackey. Tanner Marr now has broken away from that group, along with the 13 of J.R. Scrumber, 32 of Tom Freitas, now in 8th position. He has dropped 4 positions now, so he needs to step it on up, my dog. 22, Tyler Honeycutt holding tough. He's up 3 positions, so he's just marching forward from his original starting spot here, as we got a little bit of side-by-side forming up here with the 86 and the 45. 45 trying to slow down that 86 of Hunter Bogdan. 86 getting a little low and loose here, getting on that apron. He's going to step up. That's going to open the door up for the 45 of Donnie Honeycutt as he's looking low. And he has plenty of company right behind him. Now here comes the one car seat. John's probably going to be on some different tires, different program here, as he was just sideways and going to be a lap downer. So he might be just trailing along right back here in some treacherous territory is what it is. But let's go back forward again. We got Kyle Woman still leading the way here, and Tyler Hunter sitting in that second position, playing some peekaboo in the rear view mirror, and it looks like it may be working. But we got a side-by-side battle right now. New leader. Oh no, almost. Sorry. I was on the wrong guy. My bad. I don't mean to get y'all spooled up like that, but let's get over to that man Tyler. And we may possibly have a new leader. I just thought a little jump in the gun, if you will. Again, 926, Garrett, he's right there. So, again, we may have a new leader. We just don't know who it's going to be quite yet. And this is a little bit longer of a run for stage 2. They want to crank off some laps here. Guarantee it, we need it. And this is going to be the issue here. You got Aces on board. He's got a good hand on this race car. Let's see if he can do a little poker juking, bluffing, and again running into that air and trying to get around him. That's where it's going to upset that car. It's going to be very difficult for him to do so. Here comes Garrett. Starting to close in. So these three kind of running together, but anything can change in a moment's notice up front. We have the 9 car of Chris Mackey, 4 car. All these guys are just kind of paced apart at the moment here, as now we are looking, again, time on track. This is when you can really settle in here. This is when you want to settle in and start cranking out these lap times, seeing what this car can do and seeing how it's doing. What kind of changes will we need to make here come for our third and final stage for the longest run of them all. We're going to have, if it stays like this, we're going to have that green flag run and those green flag pit stops. And that's going to really juke some guys up right there. As we thought I saw some positions changing here. Pardon me as I do. So looks as if we got the 13 of Schomburg. He is off pace. Mackey now and Tom. So Mackey and getting by is going to be Tanner Marr. Uh-oh. Whoa, wait a minute. Get back forward again, Tyler. Oh, dude. So we have the 42 obviously gets sideways, and now we're going to have a race for the lead. The 926 of Garrett, he gets there around, he did. And sideways it goes, too much. Oh, keep it off the fence. He does. What a save. But he's going to lose it all. And that's going to leave the 84 of Tyler Hunter now leading the way. So now the tires are giving up, and the drivers are asking too much of the race cars as they're starting to step out. We just seen the 926 Garrett Wiles go to the back. And now the 84 of Tyler Hunter leading the way here. Kyle Wellman looked like his car stepped out in the beginning. He was leading the race. Stepped out in the beginning. He recovered it, recouped, and now it fell. Luckily, only one position here. Ronnie Morrison's loving all of what was unfolding in front of him here, as now he moves himself up into third position. Tanner Marr now is looking at a race in a whole different light. Same thing with Tom. Tom's now in fifth position. So again, it's going to be about this long run here. Where is your car going to be, and how's your car going to be at the end of this thing, right? So, any one of these guys all the way through and through here can win this thing right now, and all the way back to the 22 of Tyler Honeycutt and even further. But that's like seventh position here. Tyler Hunter is leading the way now in the 84 car. 84 car, but he's getting some pressure by the 42 of Wellman. Wellman wants that clean air back again, but I believe Wellman may have and run into the similar problems that 84 Tyler was running into, which is going to be that ball of air, right? You're just not going to be able to get this thing settled and planted the way he needs it to to get her to crank off the type of horsepower on exit, keeping the momentum up. But they have stretched it out from the 69 right now. If you're going to look up on your tower, and you can see the time gap of the 69 Ronnie Morrison starting to increase as Wellman's trying to keep on and keep a hold of that race leader. But Ronnie Morrison falling back, and now Tanner Marr may be closing in. But again, everyone's still falling back from the race leader in general. I don't see a lot of comers. I see a lot of goers right now. So looking back here, getting 86 at Bogdan, running this high line. He was fighting this high line earlier in tonight's race, so I really hope he's got himself squared away up there. Be careful, my dog. We got the 79 of Matt Mettler. He is, you know what? He's soldiering on is what this guy is doing. Took a ride on board, Matt Mettler. Mettler back in this 13th position. We got battling happening. Sorry. Cut back to the chase here. 4-car going underneath Ronnie Morrison. Ronnie Morrison is losing the bite and the grip on his car. He sure is. And then now the 32 of Tom's gonna rocket on by him. So the 69er of Ronnie Morrison backing up as you got now Matt Mettler and Strumber. Oh, Strumber sideways. He's doing some landscaping down here in the grass right here. Oh, dog! Come on, bring it back. Nice and easy like. He'll be all right. So he's just getting some landscaping done down there and with some Mrs. Spotter 3. So now it's just going to be a rate of attrition. Who can hold on to their car the longest? And it's going to really show that driver who's maintaining the tire, wear more or less, working your program. Don't overpush this car, because we got some guys going laps down right now. So that's going to be the 13 of JR as you see the leaders come rocking by him. Still lined up here, 42's trying to stick on board with this 84 of Tyler Hunter. Trying to stick there. Now he's starting to find a different line. Going to go up a little bit higher here. Going to reckon for the 42. Trying to get some momentum off. He's finding a different turn here. And he's creating himself a different lane when it comes time to big pass him. Try the outside if that inside's not working, right? Search around. And while all this is unfolding, we got a 3 wide unfolding in right here. 22, 9, 69. Well, yeah, buddy, let's get her close. Stuck in the middle with you is going to be that 9 car of Chris Mackey, as he does they sort it out barely. Woo. He's still got company on the outside. 69 Ron Morrison not giving up. Working the outside line. Mackey trying to hold on. 69 clears on the outside. And let's rock and roll through, continue to move through our field here and make sure we're not missing any of that go fast stuff on track. I'm going to drop it back to our race leaders, Tyler Hunter and Kyle Wildman Wellman. Second position at the moment here. And he's starting to close. He's closed that gap ever so slightly here, running this higher line. But when it comes to closing the gap and getting around the car, that's going to be a whole different story. 84 looks pretty solid. He's real comfortable in his race car. He's right on board with our race leader. Hi, Tyler Hunter. Ohio guy. Kenton, Ohio. Leading the way at the moment here. We're going to listen to his car. Finds the bottom. Good rotation out. He's got plenty of control on this car right now, and we're laps deep into this thing. So the other thing is too, was he one of those cars that pitted? Got them four first field gates at lap 15 I'm sorry, everyone already hinted about it. I'm thinking back here, stage 2. So everyone's running on the same program as we are riding along with our race leader. And we have, again, company, his company, right, at this moment it's going to be Kyle Wellman in the 42. Again, he's just lurking back here right now. But again, there's really no reason or need to try to go get it, right? Oh, let's see if I can find. I wonder if I have that. No, that's not the right one. Driver view. Maybe no, that's the right one either. I thought maybe I had the other view I like so much, where you get to look at the driver itself, but don't have that one here. It's all good. Tyler Hunter, though, leading the way, your race leader. You guys, I think this is his first race in Front Row Esports, so if not, if you've been here before, my apologies, my man. We have had a lot of drivers come in and out of this program over almost a decade. I can't believe I'm saying that. Almost a decade Front Row Esports has been running. This is insane, right? But right now, leading the way, Wellman second, and everyone's just spread out throughout the field. Really paced out now. So that long run's going to stretch this field out, and this is really going to show who's been practicing, who was out long run, and again, some of these guys didn't quite make it on board. So yeah, 14, 15 cars all this started this evening's race. So I missed it, but go to Front Row Esports iRacing on Facebook and sign up. If you're looking for an awesome place to run, really good guys, always looking for, and obviously we're looking for some more drivers now. Come the end of the season, this always happens, right? Everyone falls out. But again, some things are changing for next year as well. So the package that's being put together going to follow the same style of thing, but some of the driver adjustments will be made. So again, so what they're always trying to fight to do here in Front Row Esports is create the best platform for overall racing, right? Letting the drivers get out here with their cars and show their stuff. And showing their stuff right now is going to be a 32, making his way by Tanner Marr in the 4 car as he finds himself down in the top 3. So one of the guys, one of the cats to look for this evening is going to be the 32 in that Bowtie Bandit Chevy, as he's now moving himself up into the 3rd position, has himself the long run car, got himself involved in a few little incidents of not of his doing, wrong place style deal. Seen him fall off in the beginning of his run, but he has marched back. So this is a beautiful time to do so into stage 2. He's going to be up here in the top 3. He could possibly have a shot of winning this thing once this field gets caught back up and they take the checker for stage 2. And this is something he needs desperately as well. Some really good points. And speaking of those points, as we're looking at Tom right now in the 32, let's look over some of the here we go, cut points. Yes, that's right. So you're looking at Tom right now. He's in 10th position, Hunter Bogdan right there. So you need to make sure he's staying ahead of Hunter Bogdan, and I think he will. He may, if he gets a good, decent run, he may be able to slide into that round of 8. But he's going to be on the cusp, and a lot to fight here, a lot to sort out to see if he can make it into the round of 4, the final round of 2025. All right, checking in on our race leaders. Of course, everyone just kind of single filed out. Again, we're looking all the way back to that 3rd position. We got Matt Metler now getting a position on the 8 car. Truman Miller falling off here. Oh man, Metler just clobbers a little bit of fence line there. This is Met trying to make the track a little bit wider there, or his car more narrow, which I think that's what's going to win, buddy. The car is going to lose. Well, it's going to win, but we still challenge it as a driver, as a race car driver. We still challenge it. You know, time in and time out. Who's going to win, the wall or me, right? All right, single filed out. Liking it. You know, at least these guys can get some green flag laps in here as we got Marr. He's fighting his car right now. Absolutely struggling. Tyler Honeycutt marches forward now, making his presence known up into the top 5. Good job, Tyler. Always count on him to move his way forward and put on a show. Donnie Honeycutt next up on the 4 car, but he's got a minute to get there. We're going to take a ride on board the 45 with Donnie Honeycutt. You can see 4 car Marr. Yeah, that's his target. That's what he's looking for. All right, Mackey in closing, and the 69 Ronald Morrison still hanging in there tough. Hunter Ogden as well. So that's Tom's competitor that he needs to keep his eyes focused on, is Hunter Bogdan. Make sure he stays ahead of him and get some points. Right now, Hunter Bogdan can still get some stage 2 points and make the fight, or bring more fight to Tom in the points matter, as he's going to pick up another position. Dives down to the bottom. The 69 Ron Morrison's going to just roll and slow it up as he's real close to the fence. Here his tires are screaming at him. 10 laps left remaining in stage 2. Can some of these guys hold on? And if you guys are getting laps down here, JR. Johnson's still fighting here. He's gonna play a little patty cake there with the 8 car. Now the 84 of Hunter still moving his way through tonight's race, like with the quickness too. We got Tom. He's starting to close in a little bit, huh? Get him, Tom. Drop the hammer, let her eat. Oh, yes, he is closing. This is where he needs her here. Stay focused, Tom. Hit your marks. And you're going to be there. Yeah, he is. He's closing in. Yep. He's gaining right there. So he's gaining out of 4 right now. He's looking real good through 3 and 4. He knows it too. He can see that 42 growing bigger in his screen. There you go. Cut it up just ever so slightly. Make sure he gets that turn out. So he is still cutting it down, and we have maybe enough time for getting that second position. I don't know if he has enough time to try to get to the lead. Ooh, not with some tank slappers to the wall right there, and he's going to have an issue with that 13. 13's going to be dumping some air in his face, some unwanted air, and that's going to make his car, want to truck on out and not really grip on out. So we're going to fight with these for the next 5 laps or so. Almost done with stage 2. And we have Ronnie Morrison. He's going to bring it in early. Mr. Morrison. Maybe looking. Okay, now here's where some strategy can come into play. Pit early, right? Run your car nice and easy, and then start up front. Have that clean air. Pit early, if it stays green. Shorten your runs on your tires. So he may be onto something here. He could be onto something. Great way to hopscotch the field and get that clean air, which is valuable. It is valuable. You got looks like Miller, Chummy Miller, he's going to go lap downer. So a lot of these cars, it could be on the 13 right now to be fighting for that lucky dog. Yeah, so he needs to get past that 8 car of Chummy Miller to get that lucky dogger. And the laps are winding down. But Tyler Hunter, he is looking freaking awesome, man. He is now starting to stretch out his lead to Wellman and Freitas. 32 Freitas here, still sitting in that 3rd position, but he kind of got caught up in this traffic right here is what's going on. He got caught up behind that 13. That's what went down. He got caught up behind that 13 trying to get past him. That wouldn't slow up his progress. So, again, the top 3 getting some decent points or well-needed points, for this championship. That's one of the guys who needs it the most right now is at 32. So he is sticking to program now, and again, just trying to hold on to what he's got. And we got lap car with some tires. Johnny B. Goodnett on the outside. As we're watching the 84 of Tyler Hunter. He's just tiptoeing right now. You want to make sure that he has himself a good, clean run. Gets to that stage end and kind of squares it off, stays on program. He's doing so now and he's picked up a lot of time. Here comes Tom, though. He may get that second position. Oh, may he? Yeah. You're right. You got 2 laps to Doozer in. So these guys have backed up from the 84, Tyler Hunter. And really enjoying that clean air. Looks like Tom's starting to push ever so slightly here. But great news for Tyler Hunter. He's stoked because he's stretching out the lead. Now it looks like Tom's starting to fall off. Maybe push it a little too much, heated her up. So these guys are going to stay similar in fashion to how they're going to finish this stage, it looks. And it seems everyone is, well evenly paced out here. Nothing to be... Ooh. Garrett.
The yellow flag
by
is
there,
out.
and we got a yellow flag out. That's going to be for the end of stage. Yes, so that's Tyler Hunter. All right, one moment here. Once I find her. Nice. All right. Going to look for Tyler Hunter, your stage 1 winner. Heck yeah. Killer run, my man. I thought I had my zoom. Oh, I did. There it is. Yeah, there it is. All right. So Tyler Hunter. The MK Racing Machine. P1. 42, Kyle Wellman in that second position. That tripod is in the wild. 32, Tom Freitas in that third position. Great run for him. Pretty stoked on his matter. 22, Tyler Honeycutt. Moving on up. Fourth position. 4-car, Tanner Marr. Top 5. We got Donnie Honeycutt in the 45. He is 6th position. 7th position go to Chris Mackey in the 9-car. Hunter Bogdan in the 86, 8th position. Garrett Wiles in our 926, 9th. Rounding out your top 10 for points is going to be Matt Metler in the 79. Good job, boys. All right, we're going to get some tires, get it all squared away, and we're going to be back here in just a moment for the drop green flag for the third and final stage of this evening. Stay tuned.
Gone. Fragment, they're predicting an extinction level event. The greatest chance of survival are the bunkers in Greenland.
Listen, Lisa, it doesn't matter what happens. Because we're always going to be together.
Everybody says that this is the new normal. For those we've lost. So we're going on 5 years now, so it isn't all that new. It definitely ain't normal.
I hate this place. All right, come here.
Listen, bud, I know it's tough being stuck down here. It's too dangerous outside.
Be advised, we've got a radiation storm north of your location.
Open the door! Get it open!
Our situation is getting worse. Do we think there's anywhere that's safe from all of this?
We believe the crater walls prevent the radioactive storms from forming, making it a safe zone.
There could be breathable air,
Drinkable water. It's in southern France. How exactly are we going to get there?
We can't stay here, honey. We didn't come all this way for this. I want a new beginning for our family.
Okay, the Clark crater is our best bet.
How many fragments do you think are up there?
More than I can count. It's crazy to think something so beautiful can be so deadly.
Where are we?
Everyone looks so lost.
We got it, go! Let's go, let's go!
The world is a dangerous place now.
Well, what is that? Storm?
That's not a storm.
Outside! Jump onto something!
Half of his life has been surviving. We have to get to the crater. Don't look down.
Hang on!
we're gonna keep going.
I'll take care of you both till my last breath.
Now it's time to sabotage. Here we go. FRB coming back at you live. We got Chris Bonimus and now Dylan Banks in the booth as we're going to go green for stage 3. Kyle Woman leading the way. Got Tyler Hunter. He's going to be fighting in that second position, trying to keep pressure on him. But we have Tom Freitas now in the 32. Gunny Sarge in charge. Front row esports, third position and trying to hold on. We have more or less these guys lining up to kind of the same positions they came into when it comes to the end of stage 2 and beginning of stage 3. So good news for the top 5. These guys are holding on tough. And look at holding on is going to be that 4 car of Mar holding on to that outside. He's going to try to get around the 22 of Tyler Honeycutt. Honeycutt now working that bottom. Hard on the bottom right here, but the 4 is going to have that momentum on off. He's going to clear high, clear up, and we're good. Mackey now, he's going to be on the charge in general here as he's going to try to follow that same outside go fast line that the 4 car did, but he's going to run into that error. He's going to get it on the outside of him right now. Here he goes. Great move right now by the 9 car. Chris Mack keeping that momentum up. Working this midline, and he's got company. He's got the 45 of Donnie Honeycutt sit there on his 6. And we've got a cluster of cars down on the bottom here as we see them all ripping across the line. 19-6 gonna get real tight racing, close quarter combat here with the 86 of Hunter Bogdan and more. And there goes 19-6. Oh, yellow out. I'll try to get them all calmed down so we can get to you there, Banks. But we got a wreck on a wreck afterwards. We got the 13 of J.R. Scrumber. He is, want to say, getting the light of things. My man, how you doing? Welcome on in.
I'm good. How about you, man?
Oh, we're doing all right. I mean, we've had some cautions. It's been a little frustrating, not gonna lie. There's not a lot of driver out there, and patience, man. We got plenty of time to get her done, and there's room to race. So it's just you get a little frustrating on this matter, but it is what it is, right?
Absolutely, buddy.
All right.
Speaking of Garrett right here, I can tell you exactly what happened. You hit that seam just right, and you got somebody aero griefing you from behind the way Steven was. It'll snap like that very easily. And that's exactly what happened to Garrett. He just hooked that seam, had a little air taken off his rear end, and got him loose and turned him around. It's easy to happen.
100%. We got it on slow-mo right now for us to look over here as you see the 1 car, just as Banks was describing here, taking some air off. We've seen it a little bit earlier in tonight's race, with, like, say, the Bogdan issue and whatnot, just taking some air off at the wrong time. But, I don't know, he comes in real high. We see some guys struggling with that high line, and he's going to go ahead and loop it around there. But it looks like the car was already upset on entry. So, what do you think there, Banks?
Yeah, they just trying to pass any way he can, and everybody's running the bottom, so you just got to go wherever they're not. But he looked fine on entry. Just whenever he got to mid-corner and he started hooking that seam, and he had that air taken off his rear end by Steven behind him mid-corner. That's when it really got him upset. He just lost it from that point on. But it's easy to do, man. I've done a couple races here this week and officials, and it's the same way. You get somebody right behind you, whether it be entry, mid-corner, or off, especially mid-corner and off. You got somebody right behind you taking that air off, and you hook that seam just wrong. It'll turn you around. You're along for a ride. And that was the case with Garrett right here.
Yeah, and it looked like it too, honestly, due to the fact that, I don't know, he seemed like he downshifted. I heard the downshift. So I don't know if that was intentional or that's, part of his setup. But
yeah, there's also a bump up high in turn 1. And 3 and 4. There's some bumps up top. And it looks like to me, looking back at it now, I think he hit that bump and it just upset the car. I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, very peculiar. So like I said, we see some upset cars tonight. Some of you guys just not getting it squared away the way they're looking for it. So let's bring us back to our race lead here as we're under another caution. This time, stage 3. And I don't think they can't make it from here. So we've got 80 laps left in tonight's race. So they're going to need a fuel stop. So this will be of no consequence here except for to save some tires. So we are lights out on pace car.
You get about between, I think it's 50 to 60 laps in the tank, I think, if I remember right. So yeah, they got plenty of time, plenty of laps to go. They got almost 79 laps still left, so they definitely got another pit stop if the thing goes green. But I will say, I want to give a big shout out. I mean, you got Tom Freitas up here in the top 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how he was earlier, I won't hear, but I mean, that's pretty impressive. You know, me and you both know that Tom hasn't had the year that he's wanted, but he's definitely making up for it tonight for sure, running in the top 5. We got Tanner Moore up here too, newcomer Tyler Hunter, some new faces up here. And it's pretty awesome to see, man. Really
yeah,
awesome
100%. Yeah, the 32 actually got that 3rd place finish in stage 2. He marched his way forward, fell off, was struggling a little bit in stage 1, lost a few positions, but found that long run, and it really paid off for him. And here we go, going green once again for stage 3. Let's see what these boys have in them.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, we're green and we're gone. Well, look like Wellman going to launch on the outside here. We're going to bring it into 2. And I think they're going to have some room to race here, but we're still going to stay side by side. Oh, into the wall goes the 4 as he pushes it hard.
Oh, Wellman drove it in deep right here in the 3 and 4 to stay out in front of Tyler Hunter. He drove it in super deep. Wellman, you know how Wellman is. He ain't going to give up that lead easy. Promise
No.
that.
And the 84, when the 84 got out in front, he was able to stretch it out, have that clean, fresh air, super difficult to pass, and drivers know this. So get them positioned to get them as quick as you can, and especially with Wellman, he wants that 42 up in the front, and he's finding it so far. Let's see if we can find ourselves some battling going on. Everyone's lined up all the way back to about 8th position here. Chummy Miller, Tyler Honeycutt, round out your top 10. We're going to go side by side. Here comes the 13 of JR Scrubber. He's going to go side by side with Tyler Honeycutt. Honeycutt started in the rear of the field, and he's finding himself back here once again, fighting in this traffic, in this dirty air, and it is difficult to get past and get things cleared. And we got more momentum happening up forward here. 32 now under fire by the 45 and the 9 of Chris Mackey. Just got a position taken from him by the 45 on the outside. 32 trying to hold him off here, and this is where that defense and offense is going to have to play its role. You need to get past the guys who are slowing you up. If the 4 car's slowing you up, you're going to monster by him, but you're also going to have to play some defense, dump some air in these guys' face, jump up there in front of that 45. Don't give him that clean air and that lane like he's going to give him right here. He's going to go to the bottom, and the 45 is going to try to power up. He is. He's going to power up. Now, if he can get this car to stick, he may be able to do a little slide job action in front of the 32. He does. 45 of Donnie Honeycutt going to clear the 32. That was beautiful.
A side by side going into 1 for the lead.
We see this. Woo! 84 he had a hot rod too, man. I'm telling you, his car really started to open up a bit in this long run. Now he's going to challenge that leader, and they're still side by side drag race down the backstretch.
Yeah, Wellman ain't gonna give it to him easy. It's gonna be a fight. He's gonna have to fight for everything he's got here to get that lead.
Yep, and in doing so, Banks, he's gonna have they're gonna have a lot of company inbound and down, which is gonna be the 4 car of Marr and Donnie Honeycutt. Honeycutt's shown some speed, but he just hasn't been able to get himself up forward enough to get some of that clean air. See, he's gonna get
here we go.
4 car.
Wow.
Woo! You're a 4 car hella shot down that backstretch, huh?
Oh, he got super tight right here on the entry. Oh, Wellman is around. Oh, he's around. He's coming back up. He's coming back up. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How
just trying to separate
that? Oh, it's Chummy Miller's might bring out the caution here. He's back there in the grass. Oh, never mind. He just disconnected. Wow.
Wellman again sideways, as this is not the first time for him. He was leading the race prior. And I think in stage 1 and 2 had some laps led, and he stepped it out, leading the race here. And again, the pressure cooker was just too much for him there. and put too much power down, and now the 84 back out in the race lead. And he seemed to have himself a really good long run, but let's see what Tanner has for him this time. As Tanner's showing some light here and some power in this 4-car, in this USA Firearms hot rod, but he is, when he gets up forward here, he kind of stalls up and stumbles a bit, so we'll see what this cleaner air is going to do for this 4-car.
Absolutely, and I mean, you've seen it with Wellman right there. When somebody gets right behind you on your bumper in these corners, and they take the air off your bumper, it's easy to snap it and lose it, as it showed with Wellman right there. So, but that's one of the methods you can use to make passes. Go in the corner, stick on their left rear quarter panel, and get them loose. That's definitely a way of passing. I've seen it all week. People do that on purpose. They'll get to their left rear. And they'll try to get them loose, and most of the time it does work. You just got to be careful not to get tight from driving it in too deep. And
so, I mean, guarding that left is super crucial as well. Again, not letting them get there, not letting them put that air there. So that's a lot of that defensive driving that you have to master up here. As we got a battle underway, here comes old freaking 32. Tom, it is.
Come back. This is one of Tom's better tracks right here, and we all know it. Kansas has always been one of Tom's favorite tracks, here in Vegas for sure, but especially Kansas. I think Kansas probably is his favorite track. And every year, he seems to show up here, every year. He just never can get the finish that he needs. Oh, as he's losing it! Oh, no! He's going around. Oh,
good Tom! Woo!
Man. All right, I'm going to stop talking about Tom. That was definitely announcer drinks right there.
He gonna have to check his shorts after that one for sure.
Horrible luck, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, it's easy to lose when you get that right rear hot. It's super, super easy to lose, and it's super, super hard to cool down. But incredible save by Tom. He clipped that apron. I thought he was going around for sure, but great job by saving that car right there. But
wind that one back.
He's got plenty of time to just refocus, get settled back in. He's got plenty of time to make his charge back up to the front.
Yeah, so he was real high out there, and I know that it looked like he tried to put a lot of turn down in that car, and she just went out from underneath him. But man, what a save there by that 32.
Was a good save.
So bummer for him. He was marching away, but
Tom will be back up there. It ain't over. Far from over.
No, he's got some time to do so.
Absolutely. And you said it earlier, Tyler Hunt's starting to pull away. That clean air is crucial, man.
Right. And so, yeah, we're looking at Hunter. He's pulling on the 4-car. 4-car just doesn't seem to have that drive that he needs to get up there to that race leader. But Mackey, we got battle underway here with the 22 and the 86. Hunter Bogdan was on the outside. 22 gets rotated underneath him, nice and clear. We're going to look for this hopscotch in the jump here. Here comes Tom, who's going to fight back. And so driving back forward again. He's going to go side by side with Metler. He's going to drive underneath Metler real nice and easy, like put him back into that, top 10, of course, 8th position. Now we got another
good battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Garrett and Mackey. Chris Mackey, he's got some right front damage. He's got some right front fender damage. It could be affecting him a little bit here.
Oh, yeah, we see that. Again, that can rear its ugly head as the tires start to wear even further. So, again, having any kind of alignment and aero issues, that's going to be killer and detrimental to your long-run program. But the difference is here is that,
Tom in the wall hard.
Uh-oh.
No damage there, but he hit that wall pretty hard coming into 1 and 2 on entry.
And that's the other thing, too, you got to be leery of. Don't knock that front end loose, man, as that will mess your day all up. And it just takes the right kind of hit on exit here, too, which is, getting critical. And, Tom's probably frustrated. He had himself a really good run there. He let it step out. And now he's going to, again, you got to check those emotions and, pick them off one at a time. He can still make his way back up there to that top 5, top 3 position. And we may have, green flag stops still upon us as well. So you can gain a lot of positions, just by nailing that stop.
Absolutely, and he's gaining huge on Bogdan right now. He's all over Bogdan.
Yeah, but again, he's going to run into that error, and the car not wanting to do what he's trying to get it done. And of course, again, he's putting the pressure on himself as well. The haste is, is on for him. It's coming to the end of this thing, and like I said, he was up there. He's marching away, having himself a really good run. You saw how strong his car was in stage 2 at the end of stage 2. So yeah, big bummers there. Here comes the one car. Laps down, but still out here motoring by and trying to put himself on show.
Tom driving frustrated right now for sure. Me and you both know that. He's frustrated with himself. Running up front, made a mistake, got loose, lost a lot of spots. So definitely probably driving pretty upset right now. But it's not over. There's a lot of laps to go. We still got 60 laps to go. Plenty of time for Tom to march his way back up front like he's done all night. I mean, he's marched up before. He can do it again, and he's showing why he can do it.
Yeah, and he's marching forward. He got past that Bogdan, and he's got more positions left yet to be had. Mettler holding strong. Look at him. Top 10 run for Matt Mettler. Good job, my man. I'm going to go on board with Matt Mettler for a minute. Kind of see what the back of top 10 looks like here as he is starting to close in on J.R. Schromber. Schromber is in that 13 car right in front of him. Matt Mettler putting the pedal down right now. Top 10. Good run for him this evening.
Absolutely doing a great job.
There we go. All right, so we may start seeing, no, we're way too early for green flag stops, but in the next maybe 20 laps or so, we could potentially see some laps to be had here. And here comes Tom once again here. Starting to close in on Tyler Honeycutt and looks like the 69er Ronnie Morrison lap down right there too, just trying to hold on for a decent finish as well. You never know, what's going to happen and what's going to transpire to this running order at the end of this thing. Some coach come out, group these guys back up. He doesn't know. So again, keep running those laps to get all she's got. But right now, things are single filed out. We're going to be looking for that long run to start to take place here. Oh, it looks like Mettler's going to go ahead and end it for the day, as he was having himself a decent run.
Yeah, he was.
Bummer.
Big bummer, dude. He was having himself a pretty good day.
Well, we ain't done yet. We got Garrett starting to reel in the 45 once again here. And those guys may go to tango.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised Garrett start to make his way up towards the front here. I think he's shown it time and time again. He's got the speed. He's in a wall.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I heard.
Yeah, he's got the speed. I don't know what happened to him. He was all the way in the back, but he's definitely making his way up front. He's showing he's got speed. He's really good on the long run. Knows how to take care of his stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see him up front.
Yeah, roger that. Roger. And he had himself a decent car in the beginning. He has himself a decent car now, and he was leading some laps, but he did, step out.
Mettler pitted, I think.
So the 4 car is getting his pit stop on. I think, right?
Yeah, I think Mettler just pitted. Yeah. I don't think he's done. I think he just pitted.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So Mettler.
He is. Yeah. No, he's 3 down. He might have sped on pits or something like that. But yeah, right. I think he just getting pit stop done.
Might be able to cycle around.
Absolutely.
So right now, it's going to be that long haul, buddy. Oh, 69er Ronnie Morrison. He's fighting. He's struggling. Seen him bouncing off the wall up there, playing a little ping pong with it. Oh, car does not look happy. He's going to go up into the fence once again. Really fighting this ride right now. Ronnie Morrison is, and this is your pole sitter right here. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe he may have forgotten to change the setup or something, because he fell off pretty quick. and he's been struggling the whole time. So for him to put down, good speed, good, in the beginning of this thing, would only, bring me to just a conclusion, just a hypothetical. But he may not have got the right setup in when it comes to dropping the green flag for stage 1.
As we got a good battle heating up right now for that 5th position. Tyler Honeycutt side by side with Chris Mackey going into turn 1.
Absolutely. Mackey high to the outside. The 22 is going to get that run off the bottom here. So this is where it's going to be, bouncing back and forth. Where's your car going to accept the most grip and produce the most power? Is it going to be that midline? Is it going to be that bottom line? Get yourself, to rip on out, or the momentum on the outside. But thus far, I'm seeing the bottom line really taking over in tonight's race here. The guys that can keep that car on the bottom seem to be the guys that are marching forward.
Absolutely. This is the time to shine if you got that long run speed.
Yeah, speaking of marching forward here, Tom trying to work his way back up, and he's doing so. Now he's catching Chris Mackey and Tyler Honeycutt. That's 2 spots right there, and then he's got a little bit of the fence there. You want to take some of that home with him is what it was.
Yeah. Sorry, Tom, you can't take that home.
He's just trying to give her all she's got right now because he knows that the green flag stops will be coming. So he's going to need to gain as much time on track as he can. He's doing it. He is doing a phenomenal job right now as he's closing in quick to that 9 car.
Yeah, every driver knows when the green flag pit stop window opens, you need to be pushing as hard as you can to get all the time out you can to get as many positions as you can first of all, and as much time on the track as you can, because all it takes is for somebody to mess up on pit road. It's very easy to do.
Right. Checking some sound, making sure we're good, everything looks fine.
How about Garrett Wiles in 3rd right now? He's made his way past Donnie Honeycutt, and he's hunting down both the 4 car and the 84 up front. I mean, he's running about similar lap times to the leader right now.
So he's figured out his long run, and again, it's just. I think that he was one of those guys who was a consequence of someone taking some air off his spoiler at the wrong time as well. And but he was doing a drift save move coming out of 2 not too long ago. So we're going to see him march back up, fighting inside that top 5, 3rd position as we speak, showing a really strong program out of the 926. As he's going to get to the bottom here, and we may be looking for this pass coming up on us here. He does. He gets a good bite off.
He's side by side, and he's going to make the pass here. Right by Tanner. I think Tanner gave him a spot, but Garrett's on the move, and I think he'll hunt down Tyler Hunter here. He's going to show that long run speed that he has.
Absolutely. Now we got, let's see, Chris Mackey here, Tyler Honeycutt, Donnie Honeycutt. So we got Honeycutt's having themselves a decent race this evening. Both these guys in 4th, 5th positions. So trying to hold strong here. But again, the guy I'm going to try to keep my eye on is going to be that 32. See if we can start driving that car a little bit more forward here before these green flag stops commence.
Absolutely.
And again, I think we should be coming up to those stops within a matter of maybe the next 10 laps, I'm thinking.
Yeah, you should start to see the window open up any time now. I think they're good on fuel right now to make it. I think you get close to 50 laps, something like that, if I remember right.
Yeah, I was seeing. Well, we're at 100% fuel this evening, so it's going to be. I think it was a 60 to 65 lap is what they're running.
Was it 60? Okay. Yeah, the pit window's open now. They can pit whenever they want. The pit window's open. It's 50 laps.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I think a lot of these guys are going to stay out, and I think they're just going to stay out, see if there's going to be a caution or not. That's what I would be doing for sure.
Yeah.
You don't want to put them early.
But honestly, if I'm reading the room, Banks, honestly, Dylan, I would want to try to, if there's some strategy I can pull right now.
I'd be undercut for sure.
Yeah, undercut. Yes. Get my tires right. Get the best out of my old set. And then once they start to fall off, get in my new set, right? Because I don't believe that we're going to see any cautions from here on forward. Now, again, I'm probably cursing us, but I did knock on some wood to kind of counteract that joker. And I just, because the field's spread out, and if we do see any single car incidents, it's going to be those saves, bring it down to the bottom, but it's still going to continue to under a green, you know?
Absolutely. Well,
but again,
I will say you don't. You want to undercut, yes, but you don't want to undercut too early.
Right.
You can still undercut too early and pay the price on the long run because the tires are just worn out. So it's just you got to time it just right. But as soon as somebody does make a move here, I think you will see guys go down and follow.
Right.
For sure. The first one that pits, everybody's going to follow. So
and
I think I would be pitting.
Morrison pitting. So Morrison, but he's laps down right now. And then also, let's look, speaking of making some forward progress here, 32, making his way by the 9 car, pushing himself up now into the top 5 position. So he lost himself a bunch of spots, but he is now back up into the top 5 and continuing to move forward. Good job, my man. Keep digging. And next up is going to be Tyler Honeycutt, then Tanner Marr. He could possibly catch these guys. And again, he's done himself quite the work here, gaining time back on that race leader, Tyler Honeycutt.
Well, so, Tom Friedis on pit road. Oh, is he spinning?
Oh, no, lock him down! No. Okay, he locked it down. Oh, he's spinning. Wow.
As we were saying, it's very easy to do.
As we're going to back it up here as everyone's starting to get their pit stops on, and we're going to see this one here. We're going to ride on board with Tom.
If I'm Garrett Wiles right now, I am pitting. Absolutely pitting.
Yeah. So he's going to try to. Oh, he gets it around. He just couldn't. Oh, if he just would have had that wheel straight, he may have been able to save that thing. And but she hooked on him. Dang it. So Hunter Bogdan's pitting. Chris Mackey's pitting now, as we've seen him bringing it in. Let's actually rewind Mackey here, as he was trailing Tom and following Tom's strategy here. So let's take a ride on board Mackey as he goes for his pit entrance. Oh, he got a little loose too, but he sees everyone. We've got a bunch of cars just.
Caution's out.
Yellow flag out. No.
Oh no.
What happened here? Live. Let's go back to it. Oh my goodness. So I don't know what happened here, but yellow flag's out. Let's see if we can try to see what happens here, as I don't know what happened and what.
Tommy Miller trying to get on pit road, it looks like, and he just lost it on the track.
Oh man, damn it! It's really looking forward to this thing being a full green flag run. Now, as we're gonna look at the 8 car, he just. Yeah, hooks it back up into the track right there.
Bummer. But it happens, man. I mean, you just seen it with Tom. It happens. For sure. Easy to do.
All right, so that's really going to screw things up. All right, we're going to take ourselves a break. Be back here in just a moment.
We all like going back in time and imagining how things...
Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone? So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not.
for something. Something I do not understand.
Hang on!
A malfunctioning program who wants to live. Why is that? It's just a feeling. Fascinating.
It's time. Rise, Lord Vader.
I feel their whispers.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
What I was is gone.
You are my brother, Anakin!
What I am will bring the galaxy to its knees.
You were never truly Sith, Anakin. You were once a Jedi.
I am more than Anakin ever was. Live or die.
Long live the Empire!
Lord Vader is a weapon, but weapons can be turned against their masters.
You have proven yourself, Lord Vader.
The past is the past. The present and future are all that matter.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We got Chris Paul Hamas here and Dylan Banks joining us in for tonight's Kansas race for Front Row Esports as we are back green once again for Stage 3. Tyler Hunter is leading the way. Kyle Wellman in the 42. Second position. Third going to go to that 926 and Garrett Wiles. And striving to hit that fourth spot and hold on to it's going to be the 22 of Tyler Honeycutt. Moving on up, it's going to be Mr. J.R. Scrumber. He has found himself up in the top 5 position, but with plenty of company as we got Hunter Bogdan, Donnie Honeycutt, Chris Mackey, and more who are all just surrounded by him here looking for positions as we are coming to the end and conclusion of tonight's race. Banks, what do you got for us, my man?
Yeah, absolutely. Tyler Hunter leading. Yeah, Wellman in second place. Remember, he spun a little bit ago, and he took 2 tires in that pit stop, and he's making a hard charge right now for the lead.
So 2-tire pit strategy here unfolding. Will it be enough? As you know, Hunter, he's seemed to be pretty strong this evening and enjoying all of this clean air. Ooh, absolutely. Wellman is not going to be under attack here by Wiles here in the 926. And the 13 of J.R. Schomburg. Schomburg making his way back forward. He's found himself in a few incidents in the beginning of this race, but now he's really got his program underneath him, it feels. Let's take a ride on board with J.R. J.R. in the 13, letting this middle line out and get some good momentum and good turn, exit on out. Good speed here, getting a run on the 926. He's going to go for it. And he's going to send her down in here, and let's see what he can muster up. He does. He gets cleared. 926 gonna be smart about it. Get back into that hole right there and charge right behind him and try not to lose any ground as we still have plenty of fight right behind them as he's going to look back underneath again. We don't think it's quite done. 69 of Ronnie Morris and lap down car kind of stuck in the middle with you as Donnie Honeycutt and Tyler Honeycutt are with Hunter Bogdan. And Bogdan, he's finding himself a little bit of a struggling in tonight's race as well. But, you know, again, the struggles are real and they continue to deal with them. As we got cars smacking some fence on exit and a possible challenge for the race lead. Here comes Wildman Wellman. Good turn here. He's going to have himself a good fat run down the back stretch right here. See if he's going to do anything with it. Not quite yet. Doesn't have that momentum that he needs. And the velocity. Oh, he's got it now, though.
Yeah, he's there.
Woo! Rocking and rolling on the outside. And we're drag racing. We're still Side by side for the race lead. 42 of Wellman trying to exit and clear it, but he can't. 84 is sticking with him. Woo! Wellman powering up on the outside, getting her to stick, and he clears. New leader, or leader once again, 42, Kyle Wellman. Now let's see if he can do it.
You better be careful. You better be careful. You know, he's taking 2 tires. He's going to be a little looser, so he just needs to be careful not to get aero grief by Tyler Hunter behind him now that he's out in clean air. You don't have that air pushing his nose down like he did before, so. And he did it earlier. He got loose and spun out because Tyler Hunter was all over that bumper, so he's got to be careful here.
Right. I mean, again, see what that does to the balance of his car with him already being, fighting loose, and having a pretty upset car. 2 tires. I mean, that's definitely, throwing gambling right there, right? Just it's betting it all on one. But we'll see. It seems to be paying off here so far, and we have more battles to be had here. The 45, Johnson now back on the lead lap. What? Johnson never give up. Now in 7th position, and he's fighting for points as well. He may be that guy because he runs on a limited schedule. So great job for him to jump up in front of the 86, block that run right there, throw some air up in his face, then made that car, the 86, kind of take off a little bit. Now the 86 is going to fight back against the 1 car of Steve Johnson. This is not over. Woo, close off exit there. 1 car. He's got momentum, but he doesn't have quite the trajectory to clear him. So they're going to go side by side once again. And here goes the 86. You see his car a little scuffed up there. He went up against the fence a couple times using all the track. Woo! Contacted a 1 ever so slightly, but that was definitely a great battle here. You see him fighting right up in front of us. There goes Garrett Wiles going up against the 22, and then right behind him is the 13 trying to get underneath the 69er, as we have a race for the lead starting to generate up front. Looks like that 84 starting to get himself a good run here. He's liking the bottom. The 84 is able to keep that car on the bottom, put some momentum off. So you see the 42 a little higher up, and then down to the bottom, leaving that open door with him having plenty of air on that nose to get that grip that 84 needs to complete that pass, at least get underneath them and put the pressure on. And here comes Tyler Hunter. Tyler Hunter is just a madman out here behind the wheel. Ace is wild in this MK Racing hot rod tonight. He's pushing, dude. He's getting it. 42 as well. And that's what
it's gonna be a good battle.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
really good one.
That's what these guys want, right? They want these guys to start fighting so they can catch on up.
Absolutely. If I'm Garrett Wiles, I want to see them up side by side for 5 laps so I can get up there. The more they're side by side, the easier it's going to be for Garrett to catch up to.
Oh, absolutely.
Garrett's there though. He's waiting in the waters for the perfect time. That's for sure.
Now I want to say he did this earlier too, and it was the same thing. It was the 42 and the 84. 42 slipped it up. 84 got around him, and the 926 was right there as well to capitalize. So I wonder if he's seeing himself in the same style of position, but this time he just needs to get up there and execute when these guys go to do this once again. And the 84 is not giving up. This guy is just, he's staying all over the bumper, playing pick a view in the rearview mirror of the 42 of Wellman.
Time's getting crucial now. As you see Tyler Hunter, he's going to go up in a higher line to try to get a run and try to get Wellman loose. He knows what to do. He's a very experienced driver. He knows what he's doing. He's going to try to, well, it goes back to the bottom, but that going into 1 right there, he went up higher to try to get on the left for a quarter panel to get him loose.
Ooh. And he got close too.
And Garrett Wiles is closing in
Yep.
eat lap to these guys in more day battle. He is loving it. Because he's gaining huge on these guys up front.
Such and you know that's all the searching going on by the 84. 84's been just searching high, searching low, trying to find some go fast stuff so he can get around. He got a car a little sideways there, but I know he sees the pressure now. He sees that Wiles on his bumper.
Yeah, Tyler Hunter, he knows it's time to go now. He's got Garrett there.
Yeah.
It's time to go, and he's doing everything he can to try to get the lead. And Garrett's hoping that he doesn't get the lead. He's hoping that they race side by side, so he can gain a little bit more on him and maybe gain a spot or a couple spots, I should say.
Oh, 45 and 13 side by side. 45 searching for some grip, and here comes Johnson right along with them. Better late than never for Johnson's mentality. Be there at the end, still pick up some decent points, hopefully keeping him in that round of 8. JR powering by on the outside, though. These guys are not giving up an inch, and though they shouldn't. Oh!
Oh! Ooh, well, we got a little loose right here.
Oh! Nice. Good run. 13's keeping the pressure on the 45 and making them earn it.
Is there going to be... He's there.
Yeah.
Tyler Hunter's there. He's to his door.
There he goes. Now he can dump some air in his face.
Someone's going to pinch him down right here.
Woo, look at this. Fight for the race lead. 84 underneath the 42, and the door is open for the 926.
Wellman's fighting back on his outside right here. He's going all the way down to the apron to pull him back. Wow. Wellman's not going to give this up, I can promise you.
14 to go, buddy. I mean, there's no reason to let anything go right now. You're hoping that maybe he can get him loose on the bottom, right? Get that. Right now, the 42's now fighting high on the outside. He does. John Gray's out of backstretch into 3-4 again. Here we go. 84's got himself a good turn off, but the 42 does too. He's going to pinch him down. Can't get the exit he needs. 42 has momentum on the outside. We're going to go side by side again. 13 laps left remaining in tonight's race, and these guys are side by side for the race finish. Is this too soon, Junior?
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
What do you think?
Kind of falling off a little bit right here.
Is it too soon for the both of them? I mean,
no, it's time to go. As Tyler Hunter drives it in super deep to try to clear him, but he's almost clear. Wellman is doing everything he can.
Woo!
He's doing a fantastic job of sticking and getting to that quarter panel on the apron right here to keep him from the side drive and pull him back. He's doing an excellent job.
Beautiful. This is how you race for the lead right here. Absolutely. No holds barred, side by side. The 926 just wait for these two to sort it out so he can get there. And Wellman still will not give up. What is like 3 laps in a row now? 4 laps in a row? These guys have been side by side for the race lead. And not giving up.
I expect that out of Wellman. Wellman, you know how he is. He's not going to give up easily.
Right.
He's not going to go down without a fight.
Oh, can they keep
Garrett Wiles behind him looking so super tight right now.
Well, Wiles, he's got 2 cars throwing all kinds of air in his face right now. He can't get that thing to turn one little bit. He needs to clean up the air in front of him. You know,
wow, they're still side by side.
Yeah, they're dumping all kinds of air on right here, like high and low. Jeez, still side by side. Lap number 5? Jeez, man, these guys are just I love it, dude. Get him. So Wiles has definitely found some magic on this outside line, as the 84 has been super dominant on the bottom line. But this midline, the 42's really figured something out with his car, still giving him the room that he needs. But the 84 just can't get him clear. And the 42 drives it down. Got to keep it down on his door, 42. Keep it on his door. He's doing a great job. Sucks him back right out of 2. And then you go back at it again.
He's clear. He's just about clear. He's just about clear right there.
Oh.
Wellman is doing a fantastic job. He might clear here.
No, a little loose off for the 84. No, but he goes around the short end of the stick here on the track. He cuts the ground, keeps momentum up. Now the 42 needs to keep back down the door. Get on the door, dude. He does. Ooh,
Oh,
the 40,
wow,
the 926 hits the fence behind him. Oh. Wiles now. It looks like, he got him right here. He got him right here.
Yeah, he drove it in deep.
Yep. Too
wow,
deep
what
there.
a battle.
That was awesome. A good 7 laps or so of side-by-side racing for that lead. 84 of Tyler Hunter. Musters by, dude. Strength and perseverance. Oh yeah, he's struggling. He might have did a little damage to his car.
Tyler Hunter's pulling away now. He got that clean area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's game over
but
now.
What a battle.
That was awesome. We still have some more battling to be had here. Looks like Tom, though, in all this, he has gone a lap down into 11th position. So, unfortunate business for the 32. Mackey, lap down as well. Tanner Mars. That was all during that green flag stop, I believe, right? Where a lot of these guys went lap down due to the fact that they just got their pit on. And Tom was one of them. Well, he was sideways. That's right. He was sideways on his pit entry.
How about Steve? I know we haven't talked about him much, but how about Steven Johnson?
Oh,
He got her all the way back up to 7th.
And he spent most of tonight's race laps down. So this guy, talk about perseverance and the abilities to overcome adversity. That's going to be the one car of Steve Johnson. Johnson Flight Services getting this thing to take off right at the very end.
Oh, Chris Mackey's in the grass.
Uh-oh. Mackey. Oh, he bringing her in the pits.
He was in the grass there.
All right, let's see if we can find that. We do. It's right here. Oh, he's sideways. Just looking super nasty out of 4 here. Let's see what happens to old Mackey here. As he had himself a really good run in tonight's race. Up there fighting for the race lead. Oh, he gets a piece of maybe of the apron. Oh, no. Okay, so he's bringing in the pits, and he just brought it in too hot. And he's going to hook this thing down into the grass and bring it on the pits. There we go. And let's bring us back. There we go. All right, so we're going to get back on board here, and we got a battle on the way for that second position. Looks like the 42 may have worked his tires too much, as the 926 Garrett Wiles is now going to be the next guy up, taking him side by side, allowing the leader to stretch it on out. But here comes Garrett Wiles. 2 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Now the 42 is going to bring it down on the 926's door. Oh, man, they are connecting on right there. Oh, get it. Down the back stretch here, still coming into final lap of tonight's race. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Super stoked for all these guys, putting out a pretty decent run. Side by side for second. 84 is going to be able to stretch out his race lead. 84 is going to keep the car underneath him. We've seen it last year where the leader did not lead the last lap, and actually dumped it into your lap there, Banks. But here we go, side by side, 42 down the backstretch. This is for second position. We got Tyler Hunter in the 84 leading the way. Oh. Still side by side. Here comes the 42. Here comes the 926. They're in a drag race. They're going to contact. Oh! Coming across the line. Kyle Wellman gets that second position.
Wellman got him by 1/1000th of a second.
Wow, that is pretty impressive. That's pretty awesome. So it's going to be Tyler Hunter as your race winner. 42 of Kyle Wellman and Garrett Wiles get that second position. But we're going to see that once again here, and we're going to do it in some slow-mo. Oh, missed it. 1 second here as we... Nope. So they're going to come across the line here. We're going to slow it down even more. This is for second position right here. What a drag race. What a fight. And there it is. Let's look over top of it here. Oh my goodness, he got him right at the very, very end. That's insane. Wow. Good
It
run.
remind me of Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher.
Right.
That's exactly what that reminded me of.
That's impressive. Tyler Hunter,
That'd been awesome
your race
for
winner.
the win. That would have been absolutely amazing if that was for a win right there.
Almost was, but like I said, they're just a little too early on that side-by-side run. It looks like we may have got someone stuck in the grass down here, our race leader, but let's back him up to see if we can get ourselves a couple victory burnouts by the 84, who is, found himself in the grass. Now he's going to burn it down for us here for Kansas Speedway. Congratulations. Tyler Hunter, Canton, Ohio, tonight's race winner. A beautiful run for Kyle Wellman and Garrett Wiles on that phenomenal finish there. But your race winner, Tyler Hunter, and let's bring up the rest of our shenanigans for our race finish here. All right. Tyler Hunter, your race winner. Kyle Wellman in the 42 gets that second position. 926 Garrett Wiles, P3. Fourth spot going to go to Tyler Honeycutt in the 22. Donnie Honeycutt gets that round out that top 5. Fifth position in the 45. 13th of J.R. Scromber gets that 6th position. 7th going to Steve Johnson, comeback kid this evening. In the 8th position, 86 of Hunter Bogdan. 9th going to go to Tanner Marr in the 4 car. Rounding out your top 10 is going to be the 32 of Tom. So just gets himself some points and a finish there. Ronnie Morrison, 11th position in the 69er. 9 car of Chris Mackey, 12th position. 13th is a 79 of Matt Metler. Chelmy Miller in the 8 car. 14th round out your field's going to be Raymond Hardina in the 87. 15th and Matt Jones in the the 77. Some of those starting Parkers this evening. But all hail to the chief here of Tyler Honeycutt, tonight's race winner. All right, we're going to jump over to the post-race show, get ourselves a hold of a winner. Maybe a few winners, actually. But stand by one as I get some things squared away here. Here we go. All right, 1 second. All right, everyone. Welcome over to the post-race show. We will have our race winner up here in just one moment. Just as I'm in a few housekeeping thingamajigs here. And zooming on in. Careful. All right, 84. Tyler Hunter. Let's see if we bring him into the booth here and get ourselves a chat. All right, Tyler Hunter. You got Chris Columbus and Dylan next here in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir. What's up, boys?
My man, dude, what a run you had tonight, dude. That was impressive. You had a great long run. You were playing some great defensive, offensive maneuvers out there on track, and what a battle with the 42 of Wellman at the end, man. Bring us to your race, and Matt, tell us how you got it done.
Unfortunately, I didn't really have the greatest of qualifying. I kind of looped it on the second lap, unfortunately. But I just kind of played my cards right. One of the things I wanted to do was just sit there and save tires as long as I could to see if it would work out in my favor, and it seemed to work out each time.
Man, it did. And you actually had yourself a good long run there. You showed some patience, but you also had some good speed. But what about that battle at the end, man? How nerve-wracking. That was like good 7 laps side by side with you. That was tremendous patience right there behind the wheel of your 84 machine.
It was driving me crazy there to start off because every time he would just get close, it just made me a little bit more tight. But I just kept my cool, kept moving forward, and it seemed to work out in the long run.
And it paid off. It paid off something fierce, too. So this is, I believe, your first race with Front Row Esports, correct?
Yes, sir.
Man, what a way to show up to the plate, man, and to dump and to get out here and throw some weight around, of course. And you like I said, you got yourself an awesome hot rod. What did you find out there that were some of the pros and cons of your race program tonight? What were some of the things that you were fighting the most, and some of the things that were really working to your advantage?
Dirty air is king. So I just spent most of the race trying to find as much clean air as I possibly could. And whenever I could, it kept the car under me.
Man, and where was your car excelling at tonight? Where were you like, this thing is on fire?
To me, it seemed like the long run down at the bottom, as best as I could, keep the tires cool. It just seemed to work out.
Yeah, and you were holding that bottom beautifully tonight. You really were. I mean, that was like your line, your run. That's my space, man. You know, get out here. I mean, and you did a fantastic job putting your car where you needed to be to force the 42 to where he didn't want to be, and you were able to to overcome him at the end. So, man, what an awesome run though tonight. Seriously, congratulations to you on your amazing run you did this evening. Hope to see you next week. You got roll and everything coming up, rights and lefts, and little juking and a ducking and a bobbing and a weaving, you know. So
yeah, absolutely.
But man, you did great tonight. Thank you so much, for putting on the show you did. And of course, let's get some shout outs from you before we get you on out of here.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to shout out my boys Paul Hill and Joseph Galata. You know, they helped build this set. It definitely seemed to work out for me tonight. And of course, you guys obviously for putting on the broadcast, and Matt Metler for actually inviting me into the league. So it's a lot of fun.
Man, that's awesome, dude. That is so awesome. And before you do, you get out of here or whatnot, make sure you send your address over to me. Mailing address, PO box, something like that, because we give out little trophies and stuff here for your race plan.
Cool.
Yeah. Super fun stuff. Banks here has like a huge box coming to him. Right now, so.
I can only imagine. I had to. I mirrored the race after Banks. I had to take a page from his book here tonight.
And you took the right page. I guarantee you that. Banks, you got anything for our race run before we get him out of here?
Yeah, well, how was it battling Wellman there? That looked freaking awesome for the broadcast booth. I can only imagine how it was in the car.
It was a lot of fun. Obviously when a battle gets that close, you're anticipating someone to get a little rough, obviously, but you kept it clean, and that's how racing should be, is keep it clean, race fun. It was a lot of fun.
That was awesome,
absolutely,
dude.
buddy. Well, congratulations on your win, man. I mean, first race in the league, and you come out here and win the damn thing. So hats off to you, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome, my man. Congratulations to you once again. Power out, my son, and go get some more here come next week.
Absolutely. And I'll send you that, Chris.
Yes. Yep. PO box,
Awesome.
wherever you wanna receive a little bit of mail. So
absolutely. Thank you.
If you can send that over to me, or either or, send it over to Front Row. In the Discord,
cool.
We'll get it.
Outstanding. Thank you, guys.
You got it, my man. Congratulations.
Yep.
Right, your race winner of the 84 of Tyler Hunter, putting down some hard effort out there tonight, and we put a little smackdown on the field. All right, let's go ahead and bring up our man Kyle Wellman, and Banks, you're gonna get this one. All right, Mr. Wellman, you got Banks and Paul Hamus here in the booth. You got a copy.
I'm here.
My man, dude, what a run for you this evening. You got Banks going to take this one over. Banks?
How's the weather over there, Dylan?
It's good, man. Not as fun as being in the car, but I mean, it's fun. It's fun being up in the broadcast booth.
Well,
man,
that's the most fun I've had in about 16 weeks now since they messed this car all up.
Yeah, well, hats off to you, buddy. That was awesome to watch you and Tyler Hunter battle there at the end. That was freaking awesome. Me
That
and
was
Chopper
awesome.
we were having an absolute blast up in here watching. And hats off to y'all. Y'all kept it clean, but y'all raced hard, and it showed. But hats off to you, man. I mean, I know you had a couple things go wrong tonight. You spun out, leading, and fell all the way back. I think you take 2 tires there on that last pit stop, and you gain a whole bunch of track position, and you almost won this thing, dude. I mean, what do you got to say about that, man? That was awesome.
Yeah, that battle with Tyler was awesome. I don't even know how many laps, but it felt like 30 laps we were side by side. And then that one time I just missed my mark going into 3, and that's all he needed to get by. And just these cars with dirty air are just ridiculous. But I was also having problems in clean air. Like, I was fine if I had a gap behind me, but as soon as Tyler would get like half a car length behind me, it would just get me really loose, and I'd lose all my momentum on exit.
Yeah, I've seen that too. So I was talking to Tron about that, about the aero grief, and all somebody's got to do is go on that left rear quarter panel, and it could really upset the car. That's for sure.
I could never get, once he would get past me at that point, I could never get to him close enough to do it back just because the dirty air is making the car tight. But even with the tight car, it still felt really fast. And how about that battle with Garrett at the end too? We were definitely knocking some doors against each other there, but that's just what we do.
I was gonna say,
dude, yeah,
you're like the highlight. You're like the highlight of us at the end, dude. I mean, you're.
Hey, I haven't been the highlight all year, so I figured I might as well do it now.
I mean, I told Tron. I mean, it reminded me of Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson. I mean, it looked the exact same. You got him by 1/1000th of a second.
Oh, I know. He was showing 000s, and I was showing 001. But I haven't gone back and looked at it yet. But it was definitely close. I thought he got me there for a second.
It was there, dude. It was totally there. We actually slowed it down, stopped it, and I mean, it almost looked like he got you for a second, but then it was right at the. Oh my goodness, it was fantastic. See if I can bring that up again one more time here, because that was pretty impressive. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna have. I thought he was gonna have the run on me, so there's no way in heck that I wasn't gonna go down to the apron and stay right on his door and just put air on the spoiler as much as I could.
Me and you both know, when you gain so much time on that apron, and whether you had to run all this or not, he gets it right back by going to the apron right there. So you cutting the apron, pulling it back.
I mean,
and that's another thing when you're leading,
close, dude.
That's another thing when you're leading is they're going to go to the apron to get the advantage, but if you go to the apron in front of them, they get an even bigger advantage with the draft. And then they got to run on entry. So I was trying not to run the apron when I was up front, unless I absolutely had to. But yeah,
that was awesome.
Second place. I think that's my second best finish of the year. So
yes,
won Atlanta earlier in the season, but now we struggle. We've been putting together good finishes. A lot of just wreck outs in front of us. Haven't really ran good physically, but finishes have been good. So it feels good to finally actually run good and finish good.
Yeah, we've seen you holding strong in your points. At least trying to hold on in that close to that final four. And so again, this run right here is exactly what you need tonight, man. And what a job you did, dude. You, like I said, you overcome some tremendous adversity out there on track as well, as you were pointed the wrong direction, sideways, looking out that passenger window for a minute, and recovering, regrouping, never giving up. And look at you, man. You had the number one battles of the race tonight, 100%. And that battle for the race lead was epic. And then, of course, team for second place coming across the line right there. Just, and another, unbelievable finish right there for you, dude. So what a way to bounce back from, the slump of a mid-season or so that you were having. So, man, hopefully this charges the batteries and lights that rocket. We're going to see that Wildman back up on top of the wheel.
Heck yeah. Well, points are updated. I'm back up to second in points. 76 points behind Dylan here. So we got one more race in this round, then points get reset again, and we'll just keep trying to keep going.
Keep motorboating away, buddy. Keep motorboating away. Great job
Yep.
tonight. Well, let's get some shout-outs for you before we get you out of here, of course.
Yeah, shout out to Tripods in the Wild. That's my photography company. You can find me on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Shout out to everybody at Five Kings. We all ran pretty good tonight. Had some fast cars, good finishes, I believe. I haven't gone through the running order yet, but USA Firearms, old Brian Zimmerman. It's some hectic times in our country here, and I think it's time to start buying some weapons. So he's your guy to go to. And then Tanner Marr, team owner, always having faith in me, even though I piss him off half the time. Sorry for my language. You guys up in the booth, putting on shows. I know, Chris, this is your last year. Thanks for doing everything you do, and
absolutely.
Maybe you can add this race to your highlight reel of the Wellman stuff.
Oh, 100%, dude. That's gonna be the highlight reel is gonna be endless for sure. But man, again, great run and great show you put on tonight. Really hope you got something to fire off again next week over at the Roval.
Oh, hey, I mean, I think that's going to be Garrett's track for sure, unless we can get a new guy in there to beat him. But we'll try to keep the car clean and still come home with a top 10 at least, hopefully.
There you go. There you go. You know, keep it in that points battle, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, buddy, on that second place finish. Well earned tonight, and awesome finish.
Yeah,
thank
buddy.
you. Thank you.
You got it, my man. All right, and that was Mr. Garrett Wiles in the 42, second place.
Whoa, Tron, that was Wellman. Oh my.
Oh, Wellman. Sorry. Thank you for. I'm looking at Garrett while I was flipping names around, so. That's very good. I'm doing too many things at once. That was Kyle Wellman for your second place in the 42. That's funny too, because I actually said 42. Yeah, either ways. We got Garrett Wiles in the 926 getting that P3, and very, very hard-earned P3 in that matter. Wiles, you got a copy? You got Banks and Paul Hamus here in the booth.
I do.
My man, there you go. Congratulations.
Oh, I'm
dude.
wore
What a run
out
tonight, dude. That was awesome. You did phenomenal. You stepped out a couple times. Tell us about your car this evening.
The car was actually really good. Just dirty air is miserable. I had a poor qualifying effort. With our setups, it's one of those things that it's only a one lap run for your for Q wise, and of course on my fast lap that I was going for, I just barely touched the wall coming out of 2 and screwed my Q up. So I had to start from the back, so I had to deal with dirty air from the start of the race. But I got up there and got to battle with Tyler and Wellman, and that was really fun. They were side by side multiple times early in the race, and then they kind of got loose and washed up, and I got underneath them and took the lead. And then as soon as I came up out of the corner of 3 and 4, I got like right on. Tyler got like right on my bumper and took the air off, and I went sliding. And it was either kind of get on the brakes there to try to save it then and have Wellman and Tyler check up behind me and chance to hit me, or just stay in the throttle and drive it to the bottom away from everybody and gather it up and get going again. So I decided to do that, and it worked out. I was able to move back forward, and it was fun.
Man, and you did too. You're able to, to regain, recover, and what a drive back forward you had, dude. I mean, that was an incredible run for you tonight, especially at the end. Just door to door with the 42 of Wellman. That was awesome. That was badass, dude.
Yeah, that was the end there. That was super fun. I mean, Wellman and I banging doors but kept it clean. It's not like we kind of ran somebody up the track to be able to get underneath them. We just got inside and he pinched me down. I pushed him back up, and it was really fun. I didn't know who got second there at the end, but it was very, very fun, and I'm exhausted because of it.
I bet. Yeah, what a run, though, dude. And of course, we got one of your favorites coming up next week, so I'm sure you're super stoked to hear about that one, right?
Yeah, I am. And even I'm really excited for next week, but I'm kind of happy I was able to do as well as I did tonight, because I was really going to just do a start and park tonight. Today's my son's birthday, his 6th birthday, so happy birthday to him for sure. I was going to just do a start and park and not be here and kind of hang out with them, but because Tom was able to move the race back a little bit, I was able to get him put to bed and so forth, and be able to do this race. So kind of worked out. But next week going to Roval, get to do some road course racing. So it'll be super fun with that. So
absolutely, a little right and some lefters out there, my man. You know.
Absolutely.
Dude,
so I kind of wish we didn't have that last caution, because I felt like I had the best long run car for sure. When we started the run, I was, I think, 11th, and I just slowly worked my way forward and got all the way up to Tyler's bumper right before the caution came out. And when we came out at 2, I actually was going to go into pit right there because I was going to try to leapfrog Tyler. And Tom was in Discord yelling that Mark had spun on the for that caution and bring it out. So I immediately, instead of even thinking about going in, I knew I wasn't going to get in there in time before the caution came out. So I just kept on the throttle and kept going. So kind of worked out, kept me up in the front, but dirty air is miserable. I thought I was going to be good, knowing the fact I seen Tyler and Wellman battling side by side for like 6 or 7 laps straight.
Yeah.
And I was just riding right behind them, just kind of saving. But because of dirty air, every time I would kind of like just stay there, it would just wash up. And it's like earlier in the race, I kind of loosened it up, knowing that was going to happen. But then it was too much. So then I backed it up a little bit, and it just I couldn't get it right for me. So, but all in all, P3, I'm happy with it. Keeps me in the points. I think sitting 3rd in points now. Excuse me.
Yep, keeps you there
so,
at the end.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as I'm concerned, as long as I can get to the Final 4, I'll be happy.
Well, you're marching there pretty strongly right now, my man. And again, you were fighting pretty tough out there, and getting out yourself an awesome car, making the right moves, and really stuck to your guns at the end. And man, you brought it home where you needed to bring it to. Yeah. Well, what a great run, dude. Seriously. You did
I appreciate it. Yeah. It felt really good. Like I said, I felt like I had the better long run car. So I really wish we would have been able to do some green flag runs. We haven't been able to do that much this season, and I really wanted to do it. I figured this would be a track we'd be able to do it, but I do know getting onto pit road here is very, very tough. And it just so happens the caution came out with somebody not even trying to go to pit road. So, but it is what it is, and we made a good race for it at the end for you. So we had a pretty good broadcast for it. So
heck yeah, dude, you did. Thank you for spicing it up at the end. That's the way you get her done.
Not a Rome. I'll try my best every time. I can't promise anything for next week, because if I can get away, I'm gonna get away.
Check out.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to join back next week to run one off and call it done, just so I can take out Garrett for what he did to me at Watkins Glen. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, I would be more than happy with it.
No, I'm thinking. I'm done for the season. It's good seeing everybody enjoying the racing. Wish the car counts were up though, for sure.
Yeah, I do too. I do know there's a lot of people they're out right now. Like Carl, he had some family stuff come up, so he's not here. And I know Larry Bell, he had something come up, so he wasn't gonna make it. But there's a lot of people that it's nice to see come back, like having the Honeycutts back. It's real nice to see them back. And it was tonight. I felt like it was a really clean race. I mean, I don't think we had any issues where somebody actually got into the back of somebody. There was a couple times where a couple people decided to come down and chop my nose off and get me super tight, which kind of was starting to get me irritated. But it was a long race. I knew it was going to be a long race. I knew I'd get them because they're just going to wear their stuff out. But the Five Kings guys, they had the line perfectly to really mess with the guy behind them to be able to get a run. They started running the middle and then coming out of corner, coming down to the line. And because of that, like me, my car was very, very good on the bottom. But as soon as they do that, it would take the air off my nose and I would wash up the track big time. So I just could never get a good run. The only way I was able to do it is I would literally have to back up a little bit, have a good run off, and then just dive it into the corner into 3 and 4 to get it to stay there inside and be able to run it. Early in the race, it worked pretty well because the guy on the outside didn't really want to push it too hard because it was plenty of laps left. but at the end, I couldn't. I should have backed off a little bit more, have a little bit of a gap while they were battling, and then I could have had enough tire to kind of make a move. But instead, I just, being stupid, I tried to stay on their bumper. That way, if they made a mistake, I was there to pounce on it. When looking back at it, I should have just backed off to be like a second back, because I knew I had the pace to be able to get back up to them. I should have just done that to save a little bit more so I didn't wear my fronts out. But all in all, it was a good race. Happy with it, and we'll move on next week.
All right, man, you did. Great race, great run. You know, something to definitely be happy about on your forward progress in the 2025 Cup Series, my man. Still looking pretty.
I appreciate that. I want to give a shout out to my son. I want to tell him happy 6th birthday for sure.
Yes,
my family.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
And I appreciate it. I'll let him know that. And then also to you guys up here in the booth. I love the enthusiasm from you every week, Chris. And then having Dylan up here this week makes it pretty nice. And
hell yeah.
I can't wait to get back to watch it. And then especially Ryko. The setups are just crazy good. I feel like I let them down this week because kind of being stupid on my moves, but it is what it is, and we'll move on next week and be good to go.
All right, buddy. Well, great job tonight, dude. Congratulations on your P3. Epic finish there at the end. Couldn't ask for anything better, buddy.
I appreciate it, Chris. You and Dylan have a good night.
You too, buddy.
You too, buddy.
All right, that was Mr. Garrett Wiles in a 926, your P3. But of course, all hats go off to our man Tyler Hunter, who got her done tonight in the 84 machine. Banks, thank you so much for stopping in and getting over here, keep me some company, and throwing us another view on tonight's race, man. Really do appreciate you. I mean, again, you're and I'm not. No, I was never joking with you. You're definitely the GOAT of Front Row Esports, and I can't wait to see what you have to offer next year in that Coca-Cola series. Because if they don't pick you up, that stuff's rigged, is what it is. All right. So.
I appreciate it, man. Any way I can help out, I will. I truly love everybody here at Front Row. Everybody here is family to me. Racing this league for over 2 years, and hate that I'm not on track, but just got to do whatever's best for the league.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to be up with you in the booth, man.
I understand that one. Yes, and I'm super stoked to have you in the booth, of course. But again, I do understand, but at the same time, it does open up other doors for you and for us, because like I was talking with, I just mentioned it to him, so it's gonna be a surprise attack to everybody out there, including Dylan Banks right now. But I'm looking about doing another show next week, since I won't be broadcasting the Front Row Esports. I'll have some more time on my hands, and it won't take up as much time on my hands to do this. But I'm gonna do a top split featuring Dylan Banks, and we're gonna have a one live show every single week. So we don't know who's going to be in it. We are going to be following Mr. Dylan Banks, old cake eater, because we know we're going to find the top split as long as we're following him. So, and again, featuring him, he can give us some insights on the race in general, how it's feeling out there, and I think it's going to be some great knowledge for all the drivers to partake in, and to check out, see what the top splits are really putting on up there.
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely, that'd be fun.
I think it's going to be pretty epic, but. We'll go ahead and let our fans get on out of here. Again, I do apologize about no cameras tonight. Again, I had an issue with my computer right before we were getting ready to go live. I had to do a bunch of rebuilding and all that, but I should have my program back up and running with all the doodads and extras. But yeah, look for us next week over at the Rebel. Going to be going some right and some left. Going to be all kinds of fun. So again, thank you to Dylan Banks, old cake eater, stepping in tonight. Thanks, of course, to Moser Racing, Truck Racer, W Energy Drink. We got Raptor Race Graphics, Outlier Speed Company, and, of course, Starlink. Thank you all so much for being on board for the 2025 season. And, of course, all of you fans out there, all you race fans, thank you so much for all of your support. Hit that like and subscribe, man. All of that support does help when it comes to just showing us that we're doing a good job. And you're going to want to be subscribed, because we've got a lot of cool things coming up next year that weren't going to be quite promoted as much on per se a league basis. But Banks, you got anything for everyone out there?
Well, absolutely want to thank you as always for for being up at the booth and doing what you do, buddy. We really appreciate it. Also to be up here with you. Shout out all the viewers out there for sure. A lot of comments tonight. Make sure to show some love to Tron here at Front Row Broadcasting. Now, make sure y'all like on the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Front Row Broadcasting for sure. And make sure to tune in next Friday for the Roval for sure. It's gonna be fun. We're going to be doing some left turns and some right turns next week. So make sure y'all tune in next week. But yeah, make sure to show some love to Front Row Broadcasting for sure.
Well said, dude. Well said, my man. Thank you so much again. Thanks for stopping in, and you better be here next week with me because it's gonna be all kinds of fun. Have you on board with me throughout the rest of the season. But man,
absolutely, buddy.
I'm not gonna hold you to it, but like I said, the door is open. You come on in whenever you want. You got the keys.
Absolutely, buddy. I look forward to it. I'll be up here. Well, I hope so. I might be on my phone next week if I do, because we are going to. My family and I are actually going to the Roval next week.
Dude, okay, seriously, by all means, come on in, dude. We're gonna give us a runaround, my man. Oh, that'd be
absolutely,
epic.
buddy.
Dude, that would
enjoy
be
it.
so epic. Seriously,
yeah, we're going. Sure. We're leaving Friday and going down there and staying the whole weekend. So.
Oh, my man, dude. Yes, yeah, absolutely. If you can, and if you can throw some video up for us too live, I'll put that up on the screen too. I got no quarrels with that. But dude, that was. Dude, yeah, that would be sick. So even if you are busy, if you get a chance to give us a holler, stop in for a minute, be greatly appreciated.
I love it, buddy. Well, I look forward to it, and can't wait to see you next week, buddy. We're gonna have a blast. Let's do it.
Copy that. Copy that. All right, we're gonna let you all get on out of here. Till next week, stay tuned. Keep her all pointed the right direction, and we'll see you soon.